final bits of preparation before we hit the racetrack. Let's go down trackside into the pits. Here's Nate Dreyer.
Hey guys, Nate Dreyer here from the Kalamazoo Speedway must-see racing pits. I'll be here all evening long helping bring the big stories, recap the night with the fastest sprint cars on pavement you're going to find anywhere. It's must-see racing here from Kalamazoo. It's going to be a great evening all night long.
Yeah, we certainly expect it to be, Nate. Should be a lot of fun. So Bobby Santos at South Boston. On the other end of the spectrum, Joe Ligori's weekend didn't end so well. He spins here while battling with Jacob Dolan coming to the checkers and slams hard into the wall, absolutely destroying the front end of that race car. Nate had a chance to catch up with the 13 team to get an update on the rebuild.
One of the early stories this week is number 13 machine at Joe Ligori. Car had to be completely rebuilt after the first race of the year at South Boston Speedway. Just got done with the hot laps. Maybe a little bit of engine trouble that the team's working through right now as they try to get things ready. But that 13 car, quite a testament. The family had to absolutely hammer to get the race car done in time, got it back, and we're seeing that tuning going on now as they look to get this brand new race car ready to go by the qualifying and heats that are just a few moments away at this point in time.
It was a thrash. We got it done last week mostly, other than a few here and there to get just buttoned up and make it right, make it race ready. And then we get here, we had engine trouble the first practice session, and we were still quick time, but just wasn't running right. It's still not 100%. We're putting a new set of spark plugs in it now. I think it just, you know, those 10-year-old ones, they're a little bit too old. Might as well update them a little bit. And then I think we're fine. I mean, I think we'll be at least in the invert for sure. Quick time's nice. Sometimes, you know, it kind of buries you if you pull the high number pill, but you know, quick time's always fun because everybody looks at you and knows you're the fast guy. So that's kind of what we're always shooting for. You know, be the fast time maybe you get on the racetrack. No sandbagging here. So we'll see what happens qualifying, and we'll go from there.
We had a really tough weekend, you know, down in South Boston, and we broke the first night and didn't run the second night. So I don't know, just running a new motor here today as well, and just trying to get the bugs worked out of it. You know, we'll fight for it, but you know, it's going to be a long night, and we'll see what we got.
Kalamazoo Speedway, unique 3/8 of a mile circuit. As a driver, as a car, what are some of the things you're looking at in a race car to get it to perform well and have a chance at the pole and the win here?
Just a good balance and comfort. I mean, it's big, small and round. I mean, they call it a 3/8, but I mean, it's, you know, more of a circle than anything. It doesn't really have a whole lot of straightaways. So, you know, just getting a really good, well-round, balanced race car, you'll be fine.
Now joined by the Canadian Ryan Litt, who has one of the best stories, I think, of all the drivers here, making your first start back because of all the mess the last couple years. First time in 2 years plus now you've run with the must-see racing sprints. How excited are you, Ryan, to get back on track this weekend with these guys?
Yeah, we're all super pumped. I haven't actually raced or been in a race car or even a racetrack since South Africa. That was the beginning of 2020. So yeah, we've been locked down in COVID. So we're all super excited to be here and see all our old buddies and all our old friends. I've been racing sprint cars long enough. I think we got a pretty good handle on it. We used the same setup as last time, and I think the last 2 times here we won and got second. So like I said, we got a pretty good handle on it. So we should be good.
One more time, let's check in with Nate Dreyer.
Thanks, guys. Now joined by our fast qualifier today, Ryan Litt. And Ryan, haven't been in a race car since the start of 2020. Got, what, 10 laps in today maybe total, and now you're already the quick man again. All worked out pretty well to start.
Yeah, I mean, we hit on a setup there, so it's got to thank my crew, my dad and Beach and Brent. Mike's back home. He's probably watching right now, and Sean came down. So it's a test to those guys for giving me a good car underneath me. But yeah, we missed first practice, kind of threw it together for the second set, and I ended up putting the gear upside down. So car was horrible. So yeah, we just we got lucky, and I guess I shook the rust off pretty good. So yeah, we're good.
I'd certainly say so as well. This weekend provides a chance for the STEADFAST for Veterans Challenge, $500 to start at the rear for the pole sitter. I don't know if you guys have thought about it. Are you planning on taking that challenge starting from the rear, or going to take that good starting position you earned yourself?
Yeah, I guess it's going to depend. I'm going to have to talk to the crew and see what we'll do. But I know this place is pretty tough to pass at. It's, you know, not a very big track, but we do have 50 laps, so we'll see. We'll have to talk about it.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for your time, Ryan, and congratulations.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, guys, back to you.
Do you go for the org? Here's Nate with more.
This weekend here at Kalamazoo Speedway, such a big part of the must-see racing weekend is the involvement of STEADFAST for Veterans and a great partnership that helps honor and find homes and really help out a lot of veterans. I'm with Tony Roberts from STEADFAST for Veterans. And Tony, talk a little bit about your organization, the partnership of must-see racing, and the important work that you guys do.
STEADFAST for Veterans builds home for homeless veterans. Currently, there's probably 35 to 40,000 on any given day that we know of that are homeless veterans. And my partnership with Must See Racing, it became very clear it was a good avenue to get the word out about homeless veterans. And through that process, we developed a partnership. Last year was the first year that we hosted the opening ceremonies here with the Hooligan Flight Team and Flyover. This year we've got Western Michigan University, Color Guard, and some of the other people from the ROTC here providing the honors ceremony for this weekend.
And where can people find more information on STEADFAST for Veterans, donate, all that good stuff?
SteadfastVeterans.org. We currently are building 17 homes in Indianapolis, and we plan to be within 5 states in 5 years for housing more veterans.
All right, thanks, Tony, for your time, and thanks for all the great work with you and STEADFAST for Veterans.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, Nate, let's hear from the winner.
Thanks, Ralph. And now joined by Heat 1 winner Teddy Alberts. And Teddy, able to start up front, got a good jump, and then able to control that field throughout the first heat. Had to have felt really good to get out front and lead for the entirety like that.
Yeah, it was definitely a good heat race for us. We're learning more and more about the car every time we go out, so it definitely feels good to get a heat win.
Long feature coming up. What are some of those things you think you learned that you're going to be able to take forward to the 50 laps coming up next?
I think the big thing is to, you have to take your opportunities when they come, but 50 laps is a very long time, so definitely have to be patient at the start.
Okay, Nate, let's hear from our second heat race winner.
And guys, Heat 2 for the Must See Racing Sprints, much like Heat 1, but this time it was youngster Jacob Dolenar that led start to finish, and Jacob got a good start, able to jump ahead, and then, man, was that thing as hooked up as it seemed to be from our perspective?
Yeah, it felt really good. Ran first couple laps pretty hard to see how the car was going to feel. I felt pretty good, so we backed off and just kind of try to save the tires as much as we can.
50 lap, really long, tough feature coming up next. How are you feeling going into that?
Pretty good. I missed the invert by 1 position, so that kind of sucks, but hopefully we can get a good start and maybe pick up some spots off the start.
All right, sounds good. Good luck out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks to the restart. Let's go trackside and get a quick word from Nate.
Hey guys, really interesting turning point in this race, about 20 laps in or so. Issues with Tom Guerin's car. They're going to get a chance to re-rack them. We saw that very aggressive racing at the start of this thing. I would expect to see that one more time right here. A couple of veterans in blonde getting ready to try to lead this thing off, and McCune right behind him. Going to be a really exciting race coming up in the next few moments. Back to you guys.
I think you're right, Nate. Here's Nate with the winner, Jason Blonde.
And now joined by Jason Blonde, the man tonight, the winner of the American Speed U.S. Nationals here at Kalamazoo Speedway in a must-see racing sprint car. Quite the battle all night long, Jason. You know, that caution came in about 20 laps ago. You had to be wondering if McCune was going to have a chance to take you out, but instead, able to run away, got into traffic, ran away even more. Car had to just be really hooked up perfectly.
It was for sure. I mean, the third lane was really hooked up. I mean, it was straight as an arrow, and then never kicked out on me hardly. Towards the end, I got a little snug on me. I kept having to move the wing ahead a little bit, but you know, I had enough lead where I could kind of slow down a little bit. But yeah, last year on the restart, I picked the top side, and I about went out in the pits because it never turned. And this year, I started on the bottom, and it worked out for me a lot better this year. So I keep that in the memory bank, and that won't happen again.
Exactly. And how much more does that add to it? Kind of getting a little bit of redemption back at it, able to pick up the win, and even be able to right that one mistake in one moment as well on your way to victory. Right.
Yeah. I mean, it feels so much good just because. I mean, every time you think of Kalamazoo, that brings back that memory, and it's like, man, just kick yourself in the butt every day for it, and so yeah, you just live and learn, and go on from there. And but yeah, I tell you, the boys had a rocket ship right from the start. I mean, I just couldn't believe, because I was right all over McCune there, and he's pretty stout here too, and got into that traffic there and got through him a little bit, but man, just unbelievable how that thing stuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Really impressive performance all through the night, and congratulations on the win.
Hey, thanks a lot, and thank you guys for being here.
Hey, thank you. It's our pleasure. Guys, back to you.
That it is with second place.
Jimmy, talked to you at the start of the night. You weren't overly happy with some of the first runs, able to get things dialed in more. Eventually, a second place finish. Nice spirited battle with another veteran, Jason Blonde, out there as well.
Yeah, I mean, it got better over the course of the night. I felt like I've run 30 races this year, as much as we worked on these darn things and made changes. But I mean, it was a good race. We were off. Just just skatey all night long. Track just didn't have as much grip as it normally does when we come here. So, you know, I mean, for the season we've had so far, to run second tonight against Jason, I'm pretty pleased with that. I'd like to have been a little closer to him and seen him toward the end there, but you know, second place is second place. I can't shake my head about that, and you know, at least we finished.
Good third place finish. I think at the end of the day had a pretty good battle there as well as Ryan Litt to hang on to third at the end, but in that ultimate battle looking for points, I think a good day for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're racing for points, I mean, we kind of are, but you know, obviously this is the first time we've been here with this car. I had a borrowed car here last year and ran top 5. To put this thing on the front stretch tonight and finish third was a pretty good deal. You know, I think all the fans watching at home, and I want to thank my girlfriend Debbie, my mom and dad, John Reiser, just working on this whole thing, getting it better every time.
Derek, let's take a look at the points. Let's go down to Nate one more time.
Thanks, Ralph, and we're back in the must-see racing paddock where the mass exodus has begun towards the gates after really an unbelievable night here at the American Speed U.S. Nationals from Kalamazoo Speedway. At the end of the day, we opened the day with such a great event on Memorial Day, honoring our veterans, honoring those that made the ultimate sacrifice, and that great pre-race festivities, and all throughout the night, such great racing. It ends with a pair of veterans duking it out in the feature for the must-see racing sprint cars in the end. Jason Blonde winds up coming away with yet another 410 sprint win on the pavement, and a really, really impressive one at that. What a great night it was on the whole. Back to you guys.
Well, that'll do.